Mm, Good afternoon, my fellow TIs, target individuals, and of course the electronic handlers, chief handler, all of you that's watching these videos. This is target individual CJBK. Um, so, um, while today I came across this article and it was basically referring to it was an old article from 2017, and it was referring to the way that, well, it was a Washington Post article, and they were referring to whether in the future um can the human brain actually be connected to the internet. And I mean, of course, we all know this is true now, you know. And in the article, it it draws references to a few films, right? One of the films is this film called The Lawnmower Man, made back in 1992, either 92 or 94. I think it's 92. And it stars Pierce Bronson, and he's this scientist who's been developing these neurotechnologies, or these neurological devices that basically links the brain to virtual reality, or basically it just links the brain to computers, right? And then you'll be able to well, he was trying to develop this technology so that this company that he was working for can, I guess, weaponize it in a sense, or I guess create, use it to give, I guess, soldiers some type of militarized advantage, during I guess altercations or whatever. And basically Pierce Bronson has this neighbor, and the neighbor has I guess like a mental, disability or mental illness or whatever. Like he's like cognitively disabled, right? um kind of like probably like someone who might be like autistic or something like that. And so he convinces the neighbor to take part in these experiments where the neighbor puts on these headsets. Well, first the doctor, he like injected him with something. I wasn't. It was the injection was kind of like a serum. It was like a serum, something like in a vial. No, I'm not gonna go into the whole COVID thing, but I'm just saying. Um, he injects the neighbor with this vial, this you know this solution, right? And then he has the neighbor put on a headset where the headset is basically from what it seems like, because I don't know, maybe they mentioned what is it's doing at some point, but maybe it's a form of optogenetics where the headset is basically like picking up or connecting through nerve impulses and signals that's within the brain. And apparently, well, while I was watching the film, the neighbor started to grow increasingly more intelligent, right? But at the same time, he's slowly becoming more and more infused with the technology, So, but yeah, while I'm watching this, of course, it's it's going through its well, I'm dealing with, I got my perps, and the electronic harassment. So they're basically jamming my laptop. I'm trying to watch it from my laptop to the TV, right? And this is all wireless, so it's all running off of my Wi-Fi network, right? So it's all running off my Wi-Fi. it was playing just normal, but every once in a while it'll skip. But I also know that through vibrational frequencies, they can jam the connection, which causes it to basically like skip and whatnot. Because it's not my connection. My connection is solid. It's not a slow internet connection at all. So basically, what they did now, they have interfered with it so much so that now, even though this is supposed to be like they basically jammed it so much so that now it will not play normally. And what's supposed to happen, you can see the skips and the jumps. This is what the directed energy or the vibrational frequencies can do to electronic devices, because you got to remember, um just like how the human body yeah, I still never knew what I wanted to do with my TV that I brought from my apartment over to this one. So yeah, right now I just got two TVs and not even using the other one. But just like how the human body, right, the human body actually has an energy or aura that actually surrounds every electronic device. In itself actually contains some type of electromagnetic field around it. Through the use of directed energy or vibrational frequencies, they can penetrate, or I guess maybe go through that that field, and then once that vibrational frequency make contact with, I guess, let's say, if you're thinking about the laptop, maybe it makes contact with the motherboard, or some surface part of the laptop, and then it and then they basically can you know bypass any firewall, any whatever that they need to do, because it's the frequencies, because the computers can basically, when one incoming frequency comes into a computer, computers can communicate with one another, and then next thing you know, they can gain access to the computer and shut down whatever functions of the computer they want to. So yeah, so they got this all hammed up. It just stopped playing out of nowhere, and it got to a point where the it doesn't even show the play or pause button or anything anymore. And then let's see if I can maybe move this mouse back to the screen where it's supposed to be, but it's not moving over. Oh, okay, there it goes. So if I'm here, right? Let's see. Okay, there's no space to see me move it around. Okay, I'll just hold it here. Now, all right, you see I'm moving the mouth. Now, you see it's still playing, right? It's still playing. Now, that just lets you know that's called electromagnetic interference. So now I have to disconnect, because it wasn't that it stopped playing. They basically jammed the signal enough so that one device can't read the other device well enough. So, and then it basically causes an interference in the connection between the two. Now you can see it's playing. There's nothing wrong with my connection. This is literally electronic harassment. This is what it means to have electronic harassment. Now, I can come back here, connect to a wireless device, my TV. It's connected. Boom. Right? That's what it was. That's what it's supposed to be like right there. That's what it's supposed to be. Now, I don't care how many people are a part of this gang stalking thing, this secret society thing. I don't care how many people are involved. At this point, I've already understood the fact that I am probably just gonna have to be one of God's chosen righteous people, because I don't do anything wrong to people, and usually people don't do anything wrong to me unless I provoke them in some type of way. But I'm not one to provoke anyone, so yeah, this is electronic harassment. You know, because it definitely has nothing to do with that pause you just saw. That has nothing to do with internet connection. Nothing to do with internet connection. And then on top of that, so notice if I come in close right now, notice the little battery, right? I unplug the charger, right? If I unplug the charger and then I plug the cord back in, boom, you see the charger plug comes on, and then you see the motion that it's actually charging. Now it's supposed to stay like that. It's supposed to stay like that. That lets you know that it's charging, right? Now, if it stops, that's a whole animation that's not described in the manual, because the manual says it lets you know that it's charging when it continues to like fill the bar. But if it stops just like it did right there, that just lets you know there's something else interfering with it. So, like I'm saying, I'm going to continue to expose every one of their methods, everything that they do. I've learned that whatchamacallit, if like I need for TIs to really, really take in deep consideration about, learning about chi and energy, and learning that like you can actually alleviate many of your pains and the frequency manipulations if you learn about how to harness and manipulate the energies that come into your body. Like, say for example, see how I'm laying down right here, right? I'm laying down just like this. Okay, so I can feel like almost kind of like a heating burning sensation starting from up here, and then it comes through here, and this is where your thyroids are, and then it comes down into like the throat, and it's kind of like in the chest. There is actually a heat, like there's like a heating, like a energy force, like is all heat. There might be a way. And it's coming at an angle. It's like an angle of directed energy, and it's like I can literally feel it. My palms can actually feel this line of energy. It's a literal line of energy, and it's aiming directly at my chest. Interference. They're trying to interfere with my own electromagnetic energy. But through the understanding of qigong and learning how to, I guess, heal with your hands, what I'm basically doing at this moment is, they say if you kind of add like some amount of tension in your hands, right, you can create almost like a magnetic pole. You place it not too far from where you're feeling the sensation from, and you can almost feel something being pulled away from your body. And as you're pulling it away, you can almost feel light. You could basically feel lightness growing more and more and more within your body. And as I'm pulling it away, I wish there was a way that you can actually see it, because I can feel it in my hand and I can feel it leaving my body. And now I can breathe so much lighter. So I want people to just like, you have to really look into this stuff. You really have to look into this stuff. Because when I tell you how blown away your mind is going to be when you start learning about chi and how to actually maneuver it, and how it actually has a major it has a major I guess I can say um influence, or man-made, let's call it man-made energies, have a influence on your natural born given energy. you know you gotta learn this stuff, because this stuff is actually prolonging my life, and is actually minimizing the amount of pain that I go through every day. I practice this stuff every day, and just like that, I'm breathing so much more easier. When they attack my genitals, I do the same thing. If they attack my knees, I do the same thing. Learn how to master and learn how to bend and control energy. You can actually do this. It's not science fiction. It's not something that I just got out of an anime or whatever. No, this is real stuff. If you ever noticed about, what like Tai Chi, you know, if you're ever somewhere and you see, people doing like the very slow moving, exercises and stuff like that, they understand the power of electromagnetic fields and chi. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I just moved into this room, so everything I had in my apartment is in this one room. So um, yeah, just wanted to make sure I put that out there, because I already know, I don't know how many people or who, well, I don't know, whatever, but I'm just saying I'm putting that out there. Learn about qigong, Qigong. Learn about this stuff. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. I promise you, it's gonna change your life. You know. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So as always, take life one breath, one step. Well, one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.